Hi children, good morning. In the previous video, we have learned the problems based on area and perimeter of trapezium. In this video, we have to learn area and perimeter of rhombus. A parallelogram in which adjacent sides are equal, then it's a rhombus. Once we need to look after these properties, then we will continue with our problems. Here, all the sides of a rhombus are equal and the diagonals are perpendicular to each other and bisected. Perpendicular bisectors. Diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. Here, the area of the rhombus is half d1 d2. Half product of its diagonals. The remainder is 4a. If each side is a, then the perimeter of a rhombus is 4a because all sides of rhombus are equal. Okay, sometimes they give perimeter, we need to find its area, and sometimes they give area, we need to find its perimeter. Then what is the relation between these two? You have to learn according to the particulars. Okay, here the first problem. The first problem is, here find the area of rhombus whose diagonals with d1 10 centimeters, d2 25 centimeters. In second case, d1 16 meters and d2 2.4 decameter. Okay, like this they ask. For this one, area of the rhombus is half d1 d2, no doubt about it, because they gave d1 d2, that's why we directly will take d1 and d2. Here half d1 here 10 centimeters, d2 here 25 centimeters. So here 5 times 525 is 125 centimeter square is the area of first rhombus. Next, for the second rhombus, again area equal to half d1 and d2. Here half into. Here, if you want in meters, decameters need to be converted in terms of meters. If you want in decameters, meters need to be converted in terms of decameters. Now, d1 equal to 60 meters, d2 equal to 2.4 decameter is nothing but 24 meters. 24 meters because 1 decameter equal to 10 meters. So here 60 into 24. Here 8 times. 8 4 32. 16 plus 3 19 meter square. Okay, in terms of decameter mean half into 1.6 department. 1.6 into 2.4. Here 0.8 times. Here 1.92 decameter square. 1.92 decameter square. If you want it decameters, 1.92. If you want it meters, 192. Okay, important one. Okay, directly D1 and D2 they gave me like this. Next. Find the area of a rhombus having each side equal to 13 centimeters and one of its diagonals is 24 centimeters. Now we need to find the area of rhombus having each side 13 and one of its diagonal 24. For example, let us consider ABCD is a rhombus. In this diagonal perpendicular each other we know. So one of its diagonal, let it be this one. 24 mean diagonals bisect each other. That's why 12 and 12 each. And one of the side in each side measures 13 centimeters. Here 12 centimeters. Let it be x. This one also be x only. Now we need to find AC and simply area. So from triangle DOC, one of the angle is 90 degrees. That's why by Pythagoras DC square equal to DO square plus OC square. So here DC equal to 13 square, DO equal to 12 square plus x square. Now 169, 144 plus x square. Therefore, x square equal to 169 minus 144, 25. So x is and square root 25, that is 5 centimeters. Okay, x is 5 centimeters. X is 5 centimeters. For the given rhombus, right here. Therefore, D1 equal to 24 centimeters they gave. D2 equal to 2x actually. X we have 5. 5 plus 5, 10 centimeters. So area A equal to half D1 D2. Half 10 into 24. 12 times. 120 centimeters square is the required area of a given rhombus. Okay, it is visible. Now, second problem, find the area of a rhombus having each side equal to 13 centimeters and one of its diagonal is 24 centimeters. Okay, the given information pasted on figure. Now ABCD is the required rhombus. Then each side equal to 13 and one of the diagonal. I took the given diagonal is BD. Diagonals perpendicular bisectors. That's why 24 becomes 12 and 12. From the triangle DOC, one of the side is 12, another one 13. That's diagonal. Hypotenuse. And another side let it be x. Automatically they are bisecting each other. That's why that one also x only. So by Pythagoras theorem, DC square equal to DO square plus OC square, 13 square equal to 12 square plus x square, 169 equal to 144 plus x square equal to 25, x equal to square root 25, that is 5. So we require both diagonals for finding area of rhombus. Area of rhombus is here half d1 d2. One of the diagonal 24, another one 5. Half of the diagonal 5 we got. So diagonal is 10. So half into 10 into 24, that is 24 centimeters square. Is the required area of a given rhombus. Next one. Next one here. Find the area of a rhombus. Already we completed that model. Now area of a rhombus is 138.5 centimeters square. If one of the diagonal is 11 centimeters, find the other. Find the other. We have area equal to 138.5 centimeters square. Actually, area of rhombus is half d1 d2, that is 138.5 centimeters square. So here half into diagonal 11 into d2, we don't know, that's why let it be x. 138.5. So here 11x equal to 138.5 into 2. Mean 11x equal to here 138 double mean 276 plus 1 277. Okay, 277. So x equal to 277 by 11. In here 277 by 11 in points it will come. 2 times 22, 57 means 5 times. Approximately 25.18 centimeters. The other diagonal is 25.8 centimeters. The other diagonal is 25.8 centimeters. Now here the area of rhombus is given and one of the diagonal was missed. So we need to find the help of half d1 d2. In the formula of d1 d2 we substituted the known ones. Half into 11 into x equal to 138.5. 11x equal to 138.5 into 2, that is 277. So x equal to 277 by 11. By simplification we got 25.18 approximately. Next, the area of a rhombus is 96 meters square and one of its diagonals is 12 meters. Then find its perimeter. One observation for the rectangle rhombus. Sorry. For the rhombus ABCD, one of the diagonals they 12 meters. 12 means here 6 meters and here also 6 meters. We don't know the other diagonal, that will be x. Here area they give and the diagonal they give. We require perimeter. For finding perimeter, we require another diagonal length also. Already area and one of the diagonal is given, we can easily find the other diagonal. Once find after finding other diagonal, we can easily find its perimeter. So here area equal to 96 meters square they give. Half d1 d2 equal to 96 meters square. So half into d1 here 6 d2 x. That is 96 meters square. So here 3 times. So 3x equal to 96. X equal to 96 by 3. Therefore, x equal to 32. 32. Okay. One of the diagonals 12 they give. Area is 96. Half d1 d2 equal to 96. Half into 6 into x equal to 96. So 3x equal to 96. X equal to 32. So another diagonal is 32 centimeter, 32 meters. So half only we require. That's enough. From triangle AOD, from triangle AOD, here AD square equal to AO square plus DO square. So AD we don't know. AO square 6 square, DO now we got 32. So 32 square. 6 square 36, 32 square 1024. So here 24 means 1060. So AD equal to square root 1060 and square root 1060. So we can easily find its perimeter. Next, find the area of a rhombus whose perimeter is 48 centimeters and its longitude is 8.5 centimeters. And find the area of a rhombus. Area of a rhombus is 184, perimeter is 64, then find its altitude. Okay, here we need to find its altitude, here we need to find its area. So here relation between altitude and this one given. In a rhombus, whenever they gave altitude, with the help of parallelogram we can do these problems because rhombus is a parallelogram. Rhombus is a parallelogram. In In a parallelogram, with respect to its altitude only, we have area, mean BH. So, this is considered as a rhombus. So here perimeter is 48 again. First problem and T equal to 48 centimeters. Mean 4 A equal to 48, A equal to 48 by 4, that is 12 centimeters. So each side measures 12 centimeters, 12 centimeters, 12 centimeters and 12 centimeters. Now altitude 8.5 centimeters. Altitude 8.5 centimeters, that is nothing but h. That is 8.5 centimeters. Now each side is 12. So for finding the area, base into height. Here each side is considered as a base. That's why 12 centimeters is the base. Height 8.5 degree. So here 12 into 17 by 2, 6 times. 102 centimeters square is the required area of a given rhombus. My rhombus, whenever they gave altitude, we need to consider it as a parallelogram. With the help of parallelogram, we can find its area. Because a rhombus is a parallelogram. Rhombus is a parallelogram. It's a logical one. Next, second problem. Second problem. Here area is 184 centimeters square they give. Mean base into height equal to 184. Okay, and perimeter equal to 64. So 4A equal to 64. A equal to 64 by 4, that is 16 centimeters. Now base is 16. Height we don't know. 184. So H equal to 184 by 16. So 16 once in points if you don't know. That's all that here. 16 here 24 here 1 time. 16 here 8.5. So 11.5 centimeters. So height is 11.5 centimeters. With the help of perimeter, we got base 16, 16, 16 and 16 centimeters. Okay. The help of 16, 16, 16, 16, we can write these ones. Area 184, base into height. Perimeter is 64, 4A, all sides equal. That's why each side is considered as a base equal to 16 centimeters. So 16 into h equal to 184, h equal to 184 by 16, that is 11.5 is the required area. Okay, by this video, by this problem, area of quadrilaterals, completed. We discussed the problems based on rectangle, square, and area of paths, area and perimeter of parallelograms, area of trapezium, and area of rhombus also completed. Next, we have to discuss the problems based on plane figures only. Circle. Already we discussed the circle and its properties. Okay, once we need to look over there, and I'll write all the formula which belongs to circles, and tomorrow onwards we need to discuss the problems based on circles. Circle is a set of points which are equidistant from the fixed points. Set of points which are equidistant from the fixed point is called a circle. Circle is a plane figure. Okay. For the completion of circle, we need to start solid figures. Circle is a simple closed figure bounded by points which are equidistant from a fixed point. So here, this one O is the center of circle. Now, area of a circle is pi r square. What is r? The line segment joining center of circle to any point on the circle is its radius. So, pi r square is its area. Pi is the measurement, the relation between circumference and the radius of Earth. Okay. Here pi equal to 27 or 3.14. It's a constant. Pi is a constant which measures 22/7 or 3.14. So here there is a relation between diameter and radius. Diameter equal to terms of radius. The radius is half diameter. So if you want in terms of diameter, r equal to d by 2 whole square. So pi d square by 4 is the area of a circle. Is the area of circle. Next, circumference is nothing but length of boundary is nothing but perimeter. In case of simple closed figures bounded by line segments, we need to consider it as a perimeter. But in case of simple closed figure bounded by curves, denoted by circumference. So C equal to 2 into pi into r. 2 pi r. Here r is d by 2. So 2 and 2 will cancel, pi d. Here we have two formulas for finding perimeter of a circle. The help of r, the help of d. Without using relation, we can directly use these formulas for finding area and perimeter of or area and circumference of a given circles. Area and circumference of a given circles. So here, the main thing is, it's a curved figure. At the time of polygons, I explain what are curvilinear figures, what are rectilinear figures. Okay, circle is a curvilinear figure, but it is a plane figure. But it is a plane figure. Okay, it's a curvilinear figure. Okay, area of circle is pi r square in terms of radius given. In terms of diameter, pi d square by 4. Circumference of circle is 2 pi r in terms of d pi d. Okay, in tomorrow's class we will extend this concept to semicircle, quadrant and sector. We will extend this concept to semicircle, quadrant and sector. Have a nice day. Bye.